What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan and Nick Fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. Definitely want you to subscribe, leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop, hit the notification bell. Kai Soto and my man Dwayne Evans lead the Dragonflies to victories over the TOYAMA GROUSES. Yeah, it was a good game. Actually, it was a good game. It shouldn't have been a good game. This was a game that the Dragonflies was supposed to come out and just roll this team, just smash this team. But let's be real, they got Josh Smith. Yo, Josh Smith is a big, big, big man. I'm not gonna lie you, but what I like, and I'm gonna tell you what I saw in this game, and I don't understand why NBA scouts do not see this. Kai Soto held his own against him. I'll get into the stats a little bit later, but right now I just want to talk about the aspects of the game and how it was played. Like I said, Kai Soto really did hold his own against Josh Smith, and like I said, Josh Smith is a big, big man. I thought Williams was a big dude. I ain't gonna lie, I like to see them two guys go up against one another, but Josh Smith is a big man. I'm gonna say it one more time, and to watch Kai Soto body up against him. The thing about it, the foul, like, we're gonna talk about the Dragonfly. We're gonna talk about it, but they wasn't giving the Dragonflies no type of foul calls against Josh Smith, and Josh Smith was just throwing his body into them. And in my opinion, Dragonfly players, especially Kai Soto, they had the position, so the call should have went the other way. I'm not gonna say the referee was biased, but this, like I said, it was a good game. It should not have been a good game, not the way the Grousies has been playing lately. I'm not familiar with the names, so I'm gonna study a little bit the names. Toyama. I'm trying to pronounce them too, so stay with me. They're not a real good team. They're like 15-35, and like I said, I thought this would have been a game that Kai Soto would have dominated, but I didn't know the roster. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I'm switching over to a new league. We coming over from Adelaide, from Australia. I'm going to do my research because I'm not too familiar with the B League. But like I said, I told y'all when I first started making videos about Kai Soto, I was going to follow the kid and I was going to bring you every piece of news, rumor, whatever that came up about this kid because I do like the way he's played and I do want to see him in the NBA. And I already told you 3 coaches that I would like to see him play for. Finch is one of them, Milwaukee Bucks, 3 teams, Houston. I think he'll excel in them teams because the way the coach utilize their bigs. But let's get back to this game. I mean, like I said, the Dragonflies let them stay around, but eventually the Dragonflies did pull away. And, like I said, eventually they did pull away, taking the lead, winning the game. So it all boils down to what they're going to do in the next game. And like I said, I didn't know this roster like I know it now. And I'm going to say it one more time. Josh Smith is a big, big, big man. Very big man. But they beat them 81-70. In the end of the game, the Grouse, they was hanging around. I'm not going to lie to you. They was scoring. I forget this kid name. It's Ichi, but he was trying to make a game of it. But let's just get back into the first quarter of the game. Kai Soto came out. I think he made the first 2 points. Basket, first 2 points because he only scored 4 points. We're gonna get to his stats in a bit, but Kai Soto contributes so much in other areas of the game that you notice the difference once he went out. Once he went out, they scored 6 points in that first quarter, and when he went out, they only scored what? The score was actually they only scored once. The score was 14-8 when Kai Soto went out. When the quarter ended, they had 20 points to 18. Like I said, they was letting Grouse hang around. So when Kai Soto sat on the bench, the ball started going the Grouse way. TOYAMA, they started coming up the court. Like I said, Josh Smith was just barreling into people, and they wasn't giving no type of offensive foul calls. You know what I'm saying? But this game, Dwayne Evans, let me get to the stats real quick. Y'all see what's it called? First, let me go back. Scored 81 points. Dragonfly snatched 43 rebounds compared to the TOYAMA Grouse 28. Assists is where they got They moved the ball around, and you have to credit Soto for that. He had, I think, team leading in assists. I'm gonna go back and check them stats in a minute to be sure. They shot 48% from the field. From downtown, they went 11 for 23. I mean, this game, like I said, they let them hang around, even though the Grouse only shot 40% from the field and they only made 8 threes out of 29. They made 17 of their field goals, going 33. They made more field goals than Hiroshima did. See, hold on, let me back up. Look, this is the thing about I say Hiroshima. They say Hiroshima. So I guess there's a difference in pronunciation and different English because I call it Hiroshima and they say Hiroshima. So I'm just going to try to do the right thing and call them the Hiroshima Dragons. They played, like I said, this game. It was a lot of missed shots, a lot of passes flying over guys' heads. But like I said, Kai Soto did play a very good game, in my opinion. He didn't score much. He didn't do what my man, I was about to say Tyreek Evans, but Dwayne Evans, he had 19 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 31 points. He went 5 for 7 from the field, 1 for 3 from downtown. He shot 60% from the field. Like I said, he had a good game, but let's jump over to Kai Soto real quick. He had 4 points, 9 rebounds. And like I said, I thought he led him in rebound, but it was Evans that led the team in rebounds. But let's go to assists. And that's what I said, he led the team in assists. But actually, Nick Mayo led them in assists. Nick Mayo actually led the team in scoring. But I just like the way Dwayne Evans was all over the court. That's why you see him up there. Nick Mayo, I think is he from Maine? I think he's from Maine, if I'm not mistaken. He had 21 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. He played 32 minutes. Let's get to Kai Soto, back to Kai Soto. Kai Soto only played 24 minutes. He shot 2 for 6. He had 4 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. He was really moving the ball. And that's one thing about Kai Soto that, don't get me wrong, I like to see a passing big man. I love to see a passing big man. I love to see passing big man. I ain't get them stats up there for you. I'll put them stats real quick. I like to see a passing big man, but he got to be a little more selfish. He got to be, you know what I'm saying? Because when he started out, first game, 10 points, came back with 20 points, then 21 points. And then he dropped back down to single digits, but not out of the 20s. He got to be more selfish with the ball, and they got to look for Kyle more. I like Kyle Millings a lot as a coach for Kai Soto, but what I thought his mistakes in this game was because Josh Smith was on the court. Whenever we got a rebound, he should have been having Kai Soto sprint up the floor where Kai Soto was sprinting up the floor and Kai Soto was beating Josh Smith up the court every time. That's when they should have been hitting Kai Soto in the paint with the ball. But what's this kid name? What's his name? Funyu and Mayo, they would just dribble around, and even Tashimi, Nato Tachai, I can't pronounce these names, I'm gonna be honest with you. They just dribbled the ball around. They got to get a real point guard on that team, a guy that looks to get everybody involved, because Kai Soto was open on so many plays in the paint, especially when Josh Smith was even in the game and Kai Soto was the biggest man on the court. And like I said, Kai Soto got to be more selfish because there was times when they did get him the ball in the paint, he made some beautiful passes. Like I said, I love a passing big man, and he makes some real good passes. I guess it's because he's 7'3". He can see over almost everybody on the court, but he really makes some good passes. He hit Evan with a nice crossing pass from the backside that I love. Yeah, I actually stayed up and watched this game. I'm a little tired. But like I said, Kai Soto got to get a little more selfish in these games. He got to play hard. And I know Josh Smith is a big man, but you're more mobile than him, Kai. You're bigger than him. There was some plays I seen that you could have easily scored over him, but you decided to pass it out. You have to be more aggressive and more selfish with the basketball. You have to make a name for yourself. You seen people was holding up Josh Smith flyers and Josh Smith jerseys and chanting him. I guess, I thought they was in their hometown. Actually, I think they was in Tamayo home court. But like I said, he got to get more aggressive and he got to be a little more selfish if he want to make it to the NBA. I mean, I like his all-around play because he do fill up the stat sheets but Kai Soto got to get a little more selfish. Let me jump over to the stats of the other team real quick. Um, Josh Everett, Josh Smith, he had 17 points, but he missed a lot of free throws. You know what I'm saying? Actually, this is why I want to say this game, they could have lost. The Dragonflies could have lost this game. Cause that's why I said Kai Soto had to be more aggressive. The coach had to look for him and draw up plays specifically for Kai Soto. But if Tamayo, like I said, Toyama didn't Toyama Grouse, he didn't miss so many free throws, they could have won this game. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They could have won this game. But we're gonna see tomorrow, which is today for me, which is today for y'all, but tomorrow for me, what later on 1 o'clock tonight, what my man do. You know what I'm saying? What my man Kai Soto do, being that he see Josh Smith and what he's up against. I mean, Josh Smith, I'm gonna say it one more time, is a big, big man. And with that being said, I'm not gonna keep y'all much longer, but I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.